Have you ever had one of those weeks when you have been feeling anxious of the thought of all the things you hope to achieve? A list locked in your mind of not only normal life tasks that must be done, but your creative goals. I've been feeling that way more than usual recently, feeling anxious over projects on my easel, but even those conceptual ones as well. This past week was especially creatively difficult to be productive because I was balancing my work, a conference, my birthday, and just trying to produce content for this channel. I felt a bit overwhelmed, to be honest, and I could feel anxiety coming on. That said, I think we all need some quiet, peaceful inspiration from time to time. So that's what I thought I would share today. A few moments of the in-between. Any act that creates space, calm, and deep breaths is healing and helpful. Here I think of a portion of the Serenity Prayer. God grant me the serenity to accept things I cannot change. I must say, my moments of anxiety have never changed anything. So I do feel that these are the times that we must open up compassion to ourselves and try to find a way to distract our minds from what is making us feel anxious and breathe. There's something soothing about the act of mixing paint. If you're new to painting, it may feel a bit daunting, but even if you mix simple primaries like cad red, cad yellow to make orange, or even ultramarine blue and cad yellow to make green, it can be soothing. Every time you go through the act of mixing paint, the more you grow. Even if you're just creating color charts for yourself and you aren't painting at all. This week I set aside a prescribed time to work on my large figure painting that I have on the easel. I didn't promise myself a certain goal of progress, only a set amount of time that I would work on it. Especially in such a busy week, I felt this was the only way that some modicum of progress could be made. So that's this week's tip. Before you become anxious, assign some time for those projects that are on your lists. Even if all you do is assign 15 or 30 minutes to that project, even if it's just to set up your workspace, it makes you that much closer to your goal. When that time is up, you can decide if you want to work longer or not. And if you do this for each step, administering yourself some healing space in between as needed, before you know it, more and more of your tasks will be completed. And that certainly is a helpful step towards making yourself feel slightly less anxious about all those projects you have, especially in your art studio. Now that we are midway through September, the migrant birds are arriving from up north. It always amazes me that all these tiny little birds make these epic trips in the spring and the fall. It's a wonderful time to see them. Birders make this sound called pishing that attracts little birds for identification purposes, so that's what I'm doing here. I even saw a black-capped chickadee, which is rare in Central Florida. Nature never fails to inspire me. I hope that you make time to find things to inspire you too. I'm a firm believer in observing even the smallest of things to distract the mind and open yourself to a whole new world. It's easy to get caught up in our lives, especially when the world seems more and more complicated. I hope these videos inspire you to make time for yourself, to find some inspiration, and to feed your creative soul. Until next time, take care.